Hey guys, this is Mandalore. Today we're going to do a small video because I received a few questions about does this skill stack with the other or does it stack with this one, that one, anyways. So we received a few questions and we'll check them out. So we'll be testing two flex skills and see if they stack with the regular skill or special skill and see, well, does this stack well, does this stack partially, like what happens exactly. So yeah, so we'll have a look at that. So just to give you a little bit of context, we'll start with one example. So we'll start with Cyclone, because that's the one I want to start with. So as you can see, we have Reaper Scythe on the special skill as purple, and gold as the flex. So now the reason why we have that and don't look at those have to be redone. They should be group mate anyways. That's a whole different story. But yeah, so we have this purple Reaper Scythe here and this gold one here. And what we're hoping is that, and because this one is 80%, that one 100%, so not all purple skills are great. Some are 66% value. This one is 80%, so that's good enough for now for this test. So we're hoping that when Cyclone attacks, it will trigger Reaper Scythe once and Reaper Scythe twice. And then we'll look at some numbers on Reaper Scythe and try to see if we can replicate. And then on the sheet on the right, we'll be making sure that, you know, we record relevant data. All right, so let's send that there. This one, so we have this. Send it. All right. Well, let's go right away. You know. Okay. All right. Let's look at the report. So we're looking specifically at Reaper Scythe. So first thing to notice, we have a lot of skill uses. So that's good news. Let's go there. Let's put it at 1 speed. And then we're going to look when Cyclone attacks. So she attacked once. And see, you have 2 here. So we're expecting 13, 15. And then there you go. And you see, right there, it did the purple one first, which is the special skill. Let's go. Yeah, 12 and then 16. Yeah. So we're seeing, wait, let's start from the start and record the numbers. So hit 1, hit 2. Let's record the purple numbers. So these numbers are easy to see. 1554, 1699. All right. And then we can compare what's the difference between the two. So we're trying to just at the same time do a bit of math and have a look. So equal, trying to see difference between these two. So yeah, that seems like it's 80%. Yeah, so that is 80% of that, and this is 100% technically. So that's pretty close. That's how all the skill should be interacting. So that's good news. So we see right here. So we'll update that on the screen right here. So stacks fully. And now we're going to do a little something which is very, very funny. So we're going to let's do a funny PC that and then you guys will be able to see more clearly some of the stacking stuff, and then you'll see. So we'll put her here, and then we're going to give her another attack and another attack. So and I don't want these guys to interfere too much. So there'll be T2s, well, T1s and T1s, and then these, yeah, it's fine as that. You don't want it to be too strong. And then we'll make a little APC that's fairly tanky on the other side. Make sure it can soak off a lot of those skills, right? Does this guy have this max? It's always my question on these accounts. Does this one have this max? good enough for now. Alright, so we're going to put an APC from our other account right there. And now we're going to attack it, and then I'll show you how many times can that skill stack. So battle report. And then right here we'll see 61 skill use. Sorry, Cyclone kept attacking and attacking and attacking. So yes, if you're using multiple different attacks, this will work multiple times. So let's go here. Let's increase a little bit the speed because now we have a bunch of other APCs. So we made a little tanky APC on the other side, so just so that it can soak up a bunch of damage. Alright, let this go load. So there, attack, attack. Now it's using the Howling Wind first, and then use the Purple Reaper, then the Gold Reaper, another attack, the AoE, another Howling Wind, Reaper Purple, Reaper Gold, another attack, the Splash, Howling Wind again, Reaper Purple, and Reaper Gold now. So we've had 6 Reaper Scythe on this round alone, and this is due to the double Reaper plus the attack. So we know that it stacks fully for that skill, so that's very useful. So now I had another question around Reaper Scythe and go, what would increase Reaper Scythe damage the most? Is it simply wait, let me fix the APC, but yeah, so is it simply damage, might, skill damage, who knows, right? So it's so we will try to see what will increase the damage of it the most. So for that we need a very stable APC on the other side, so we'll just have random vehicles, and we're hoping that the APC does nothing, so we're not going to change it. So let's put just, yeah, let's put opposite heroes. All right, so we have this here. We're going to put it on the gathering, and then we're going to use we're going to try something with Night Gale. We're going to use Night Gale, but a different troop type that she should be. So first we'll reconstruct her and remove, and again she's also a work in progress. Never mind these things. We will remove her flex skill to create our wait, can I remove you? Oh well, put that, yeah, whatever. Right, so we can create our benchmark value with Reaper Scythe, right? So we're trying to get a value that makes sense. We're going to change this here, and we don't want her to use skills, so we'll be using just T9s. Hopefully this uses Reaper Scythe. We'll test that. It should usually. So this is with Baneblade and regular equipment, not upgraded equipment for this test. All right, she should have used some skills. I'm going to look for that, and yes. So let's record our so Reaper Scythe. We'll call it the damage test. Damage test. And then we'll do it. This is the first hit. I'm just gonna move that there. So the hit 1 is no bonus. Hit 2, we're going to do might, and then hit 3, we're going to do damage, and then hit 4, we're going to do skill damage, just for the heck of it, you know. So now let's record the first hit. So we're looking for the orange number right here. Reaper Scythe, so 27, 24. That's actually around half the damage from the regular attack. So look at it. Yeah, it's about half. Alright, so we have our base value now. So what we're going to do is very simple. We're going to change the skill and make sure that it's a might for that second one. Yeah, might. So we're going right here. And there. Oops. New. This one. There you go. So yes, the kills from the regular kills will be a bit higher, which means that the Reaper Scythe damage, even if the damage would not increase, it would be slightly higher. It would be higher by like 1 or 2, because the enemy PC will have less troop for that hit. But we should be able to see a big enough number that this does not this won't matter as much. All right, let's recall this. Have a look at that. Let's have our number. $28, $22. All right. Now what will be interesting with this test with damage is that damage, we're looking if damage will do more. Yeah. Of course. Damage, where's my damage? For shooters. I don't want more troops though. Oh well. Oh, yeah, I can just keep. Usually APCs would have 108, 350. We just want to keep the same number. 108, 350. We want to keep the numbers the same. Being consistent with your test, least variable as possible is key. All right, let's check our test. Seems like we got more kills. So hit number 3. 28, 20. Oh no, 28, 20. So very similar, but once again we well, not once again, but to put in context, this is on a tile. This is very low might. As might increases, we would expect the difference to be much higher, or closer, and then more toward damage. This is low stats because we're using not a full APC. We don't have all the group mites to help it. That's what the wrong hero. So we have very low stats, like just 500% might. So higher, we would see a much bigger difference. We will do a higher might difference just after. So now we have to do the final test for this one, and we want to see if skill damage will do anything. If it does, well, it's wonderful. If it doesn't, we'll just move on with those tests. All right. Whoops, I guess I did the wrong thing. We'll send that there. Port. Right, 350. All right. Something. Seems like we did less. Alright, so we did increase the damage with the skill damage versus the nothing. So no bonus, 27-24. Might, 28-22. Hit, 3 damage, 28-20. And then skill damage. So now what we're going to do is, because we can't use Nightingale for this test because she will use her skills randomly, right? So we have the Cyclone again. So what we're going to do is change that, remove that, and we're going to give her the Might one. And we're going to give Tuner Group Might. We're just going to make sure he has Group Might. He has Group Might. And I had another vehicle hero, which I gave a bunch of Group Might for these tests. We want to increase the average value. We'll probably check doing this. Just a quick check. It's not amazing, but you know, it's better than nothing. Let's give him that. And we'll give 2-star equipment to Cyclone. And we have 24 draw on that APC, so that's perfect. We'll be able to do the test twice. So Cyclone goes there, Tuner goes here. And of course Tuner has a big damage increase, so that also makes a difference. And then Panther, which will do barely anything because his passive doesn't stack with Cyclone, but we just want the Group Might from him. Just want to make sure he has Group Might. Wait, what? That is interesting. Well, I didn't know that. Looks like I never finish his skill. I mean, I barely ever used them since long time ago. So Tuner and then Cyclone. And we're going to use regular T9s. And we're going to give Cyclone all the tier 2 equipment. Of course, it's not, that one is not vehicle equipment, so it won't be as best as it could be, but through that will increase greatly the stats and damage. So we're looking at a much stronger Cyclone here with much higher stat. And then we're going to record the hits from Cyclone, and then with Might, I think, and then with damage. So let's have a look. Did Cyclone just one shot? No. Okay, good. So we keep something. All right. So that's the second test. We're going to record the number as soon as we see it. Cyclone should be hitting first. Using the skill. 32, 35. So yes, this is not the best numbers we can get, but we will always have the same kind of hits from Cyclone for that. So we'll be able to see. So right now we're just seeing at much higher stats what will happen, right? And then afterwards we'll be testing Endless Trial, which is a little bit more complex to test, and I'll show you guys why. But you'll see what can happen with the double Endless Trial. Where's my Cyclone? Right here. So damage we said, right? I'm blind, obviously. All right, and let's send that. And now, whoops, let's check here and record the numbers. Is that the new one? Yeah. And record the number. Alright. Once again, Cyclone hits first. Skill. Alright, so as we can see right here, with much higher stats, so we'll compare. So we were at 535% might with the wrong hero. Now we're at 854% might with the right hero, so we have a lot more stats. And we see now that, and actually it goes here like this, the might one is now 4 short. And in Eden, you would have the Eden tech, you'd have your buildings, you also have the increased damage from the faction bonuses. So you would see probably a difference that is larger than what we're seeing right here. So damage will affect, for these heroes, damage will affect the hero harder, especially as you might increases. So if you're a big base, you have everything maxed out, and you have all the USB stuff, then yes, you will, your damage, the damage skill will do a bigger difference, or damage will do a bigger difference. Now, why we're using this through the flex skill, because you would never put might as a flex skill, is because we're just trying to see the differences right now. So we see that Reaper Scythe is, for 1 it stacks, and 2 damage will affect it then. Alright guys, so I realized that the sheet was a bit too much to the right, so I moved it up on the screen so you guys have a full view of it. So that's great. You guys can have a look at the numbers, see the differences. As I mentioned, damage was a little bit higher. We actually took 20 minutes to work on Reaper Scythe. We'll do Endless Trial on the next video, so hopefully you guys stick around for that one. So if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you guys likely tomorrow.